I'm just showing you here what I'm using. I'm using the same hook size that I used in my last tutorial. And I'm just using sugars and cream. I have scrap yarn here, but I'm just showing you that you can use just any scrap yarn as long as it's cotton yarn. And this is what I used for the shell edge. So here I begin making a slip knot. And I believe I chained 23 or 25. I do not remember which it was because I recorded this part of the video yesterday, so I'm not quite sure, but I believe it was 24. So what I'm showing you there is that you're going to skip the chain that you're coming out of and go into the next one, and you place a double crochet into that chain. And for the next one, you are going to place a single crochet, and the rest of the pattern is just like that as far along as this chain goes. And I believe this is called a pebble stitch, or at least that's what I call it. If you don't already know, the next chain gets a double crochet, and then the next one gets a single, and just continue like that all the way down the rest of the chain. So here I am back after I completed about 6 to 7 inches of the same pattern, and I'm taking the other color that I have, and I believe this is cream. I believe that's the color that I'm using here, and I'm attaching that on with a slip knot. You can do that however you prefer to attach your yarn. And the same stitch that I left, the last one that I did, I'm going to work into that by placing my opposite color and joining that on. And I'm just going to pull that through, and then I'm going to chain one. And working over that tail so that I don't have to weave that in later, I'm going to place 3 single crochets into this. This one only gets 3 for now, but don't worry, we will come back and place the others in later. And after I have those 3 in there, it's hard to tell the stitches that you're going to have to work into next, but I'm trying to show you the ones that I work into. But per each side, you are going to need 21 single crochets in each of the sides. My recording just froze about here, so I'm sorry about that. It'll just skip over to the next portion. you didn't miss anything, just do 21 single crochets. So here I've made it to the end, and what you are going to do once you get there, you are going to see your last stitch, which is at the end. You can't see it that well, but you just have to look for it. And you are going to place 5 single crochet into that space. So after you've gotten that, you're not going to be able to see where you put your stitches properly, but if you can see these open spaces here that I'm trying to point at, you are going to place single crochets in each of those, making sure you get 21 into those. And I had to go back and place 2 single crochet in each of those until I get to the end, and you'll see what I mean when I get there. So here's where I'm showing you that I had to go back and place 2 single crochet in each of those. Yours might be different, but the one here at the very end, I've only have 1 single crochet placed in that, and then 2 in the next to make 21. And in your corner piece here, I forgot to work over that tail there, so it'd be better if you would remember to work over that. So just place 5 single crochet into that corner, and just continue that all the way up the side of that, and then place your single crochets into your top stitches later. Here I'm trying to show you to work 21 into there, the 5 in the edge, and then just work along where you can see your single crochet stitches, and then I'll meet you back there. So here I'm at the edge, and I just have that corner piece left, and you are going to place only 2 single crochets into this one because you previously placed 4, so this will make up your 5. After that, after I have those 2 placed, I'm going to place a single crochet into the top of the third that we placed before, which would be the first actually, and I'm just going to slip stitch into that, and then you can tie off and weave in your ends. And now for the shell edge. For the shell edge, instead of tying off, you're going to chain up 3 and place 3 double crochet into the stitch below. And for that, if you don't know, you're going to yarn over, go through your loop, and then you're going to yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And that is a double crochet, and you're going to be placing 3 more double crochet into that space. It should look like you have 4 double crochet, and you are going to skip 2 stitches, and going into the 3rd stitch you are going to place a single crochet. Now you're only going to skip 1 stitch going into the 2nd stitch and place 5 double crochet. Now I'm going to need to place one more double crochet in there, but you're just going to continue that same pattern. After you have your 5 double crochet, you're going to skip 2 stitches, place a single crochet in the third, skip 1 stitch, place 5 double crochet into the second stitch. Once you've gotten to the end, I have my 5 double crochet, and I'm just going to be placing that single crochet, skipping 2 stitches, single crochet into the third, and in your corner you're going to be skipping over to the third stitch, and you're going to be placing, instead of 5, 8 double crochet into that stitch. After that, just continue your pattern on as normal, all the way around. So I've already placed that single crochet, and I'm going to go right into the stitch that that chain 3 is coming out of, and I'm going to place the remainder of my double crochet. So you need 8 in there, and we previously put 4. Chain 3 counted as a double crochet, and I'm just going to be placing 4 into there. I might have forgotten, but just remember that you need to place 4 into that and then slip stitch.